Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's get a look at some of the stocks on the move here. We can do that with Nora Melinda back in New York. Nora, what do you have for us?
Well, speaking of a record, we've got stocks in the green this morning, and I'm keeping an eye on Estee Lauder. That's ticker EL. We're seeing the stock higher after HSBC raised the stock to buy from hold and lifted its price target to $99 from $80. It's saying that investor interest is growing in the stock on hopes of stabilization in China, American resilience, and weakness in the U.S. dollar. They're even seeing the stock potentially doubling earnings between now and June 2027, Paul.
All right. So Estee Lauder is certainly one that's been on our radar for a while. We know that company has been looking to make some changes, iconic in that world, in the certainly in the cosmetic world. You're also looking at Boeing. What's going on? Ticker, of course, is BA.
Yes, ticker BA for Boeing here. Of course, we know this is a company that has really been in focus in recent months, especially with all the issues that they've been having going on. But we're seeing Rothschild Co Redburn actually upgrading the company to buy from neutral. They're saying that their confidence has improved despite what the street has been feeling about the stock as of late, as we're really seeing this company trying to recoup some of its losses from last year. They're saying that Boeing is about to transition to a new phase where it delivers on expectations. They're saying that improvements are making the company appear a lot healthier, and they believe that its existing forecast will see a level of upside to its existing forecast that is of a greater magnitude than any potential downside here, Carol.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I know.
Boeing is like such a great story. I mean, it's been a great story for the last 2-3 years. I'm looking at it, Paul. It's up almost 18% year to date. So I feel like there are expectations among investors that they're kind of finding their way back. Finally.
You talk to George Ferguson at Bloomberg Intelligence. He tells you it's all about the deliveries of the 737 MAX. That's the cash flow part of the company. And that's something that the street is expecting to see some improvement here. How about CoreWeave, Nora? What do you have there?
Yeah, we're seeing CoreWeave shares that are also in the green this morning, but I've got eyes specifically on Core Scientific, and that's because, which is a data center operator, it's in discussions, according to the Wall Street Journal, with CoreWeave. CoreWeave is in discussions to buy Core Scientific. They're saying that the deal could potentially be hammered out in the coming weeks. But of course, we know CoreWeave actually did reach out with talks trying to buy the company earlier on for about $1 billion. So it'll be interesting to see if this actually holds. But we're seeing shares of Core Scientific down about 12% as of yesterday's close. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not this moves the companies at all.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.